Now, hundreds of Labour supporters are gathering in Nottingham tonight ahead of a rally hosted by the leadership frontrunner Jeremy Corbyn.
The veteran left-winger has a clear lead in the polls, but senior figures in the party have warned that if he wins, Labour could face a long period in the wilderness. Jeremy Corbyn has plenty of grassroots support in the East Midlands. 12 constituency Labour parties in our region have nominated him, compared to 5 for Yvette Cooper, 4 for Andy Burnham and just 1 for the Leicester West MP Liz Kendall.
But the opposite applies. The support from our Labour MPs. Just one, Bolsover's Dennis Skinner, is backing Jeremy Corbyn.
Well, Mr Corbyn arrived at the Albert Hall in Nottingham a short time ago. He'll speak at a rally in front of almost 1,000 supporters. It'll be his first public appearance since he was forced to admit associating with a Lebanese extremist. Organisers say the event is sold out, but Mr Corbyn has promised those who can't get in that he'll speak to them later in a courtyard outside.
He's the only candidate who really seems to be standing up for young people. Austerity disproportionately affects young people, and Jeremy Corbyn is anti-austerity. I feel as though he's the only candidate to really put us first.
I think our principles, his principles of equality, tolerance, and most importantly his focus on social justice, those things are hard to come by in a politician. He's been in Parliament for more than 30 years. I think that demonstrates the fact he's not just been there for, his values haven't sort of been diluted over that time. He's stuck by his principles, and I think that shows that he's a genuine person.
Well, our political reporter Peter Saull is outside the Albert Hall in Nottingham with a great many people, it would appear. Is the man himself there?
Dominic, yeah, you might just be able to make him out amidst the media scrum immediately behind him. People obviously holding up signs saying Jeremy Corbyn for leader as well. But this really is remarkable. At the start of this leadership contest, he was considered a rank outsider. He's now very much considered the front runner, and that is very much evident in the number of people surrounding him tonight and the number of activists here as well, here to support him. I was standing in the queue earlier on, and one person said they'd been there since 3 o'clock this afternoon just to hear the man speak. So plenty of grassroots support here. Let's hear what he had to say when he first arrived.
This is not a campaign against, this is a campaign in favour of a society that cares for all, that closes the inequality gap, that shares things and doesn't go around blaming people.
Once again, questions to debate today about your ability to unite the party. Are you able to do that?
Well, we're getting very large numbers of party members and registered party supporters and union party supporters at our rallies. They seem pretty united to me, so I think there is a bit of a unity message there.
I mean, as far as you can tell, what issues do you think he'll address tonight in his speech?
Well, it'll be interesting to see, won't it? We've already heard a little bit there, very much standing on an anti-austerity footing, Mr Corbyn. We'll also hear from Richard Murphy tonight, who's his economic advisor, the man behind so-called Corbynomics. He's already got into a war of words with the Nottingham East MP, Chris Leslie, and also, of course, the Shadow Chancellor. He described Jeremy Corbyn's economic policy as starry-eyed, and I think that really gets to the heart of this leadership debate. How can Jeremy Corbyn, first of all, unite the Labour Party, and secondly, provide a coherent opposition to the Conservatives? OK, Peter Saull, thank you very much indeed. Of course, we'll have a full report in our late news. The Labour leadership front-runner Jeremy Corbyn has addressed a packed rally in Nottingham tonight. Hundreds of supporters turned up to hear the veteran left-winger speak at the city's Albert Hall. Our political reporter Peter Saull was there. The night the Jeremy Corbyn bandwagon rolled into Nottingham. Swamped by journalists and supporters, the 66-year-old backbencher is treated more like a pop star than a politician.
Jeremy for leader! Thank you very much.
Around 900 people were lucky enough to get inside. Here was a man preaching to the converted. There is real energy in this room, but serious doubts remain about Jeremy Corbyn's ability to lead the Labour Party, especially at Westminster. One senior MP said today that Mr Corbyn can't expect the parliamentary party to stay loyal. The other candidates have warned of a split.
The Parliamentary Labour Party, I hope, will recognise this democratic process and all join together in looking at a better economic policy. And whilst there are some MPs who have had a great deal to say over the past couple of weeks, what's interesting is a very large number have had nothing to say over the past couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to working with them all.
Unity was a key theme in his speech.
Together we can make a massive difference.
And regardless of what his fellow MPs think, tonight highlights the level of support he has in the grassroots.
This is really refreshing to hear these alternative arguments coming out, different policies, a different way of looking at how Britain should be run and how it could work better for the future.
He speaks to my generation, but it's wonderful to see all the young people here.
We've grown up with Clegg and Cameron, but now we've actually got hope, kind of, like there's someone that can change something for the better.
I'm 76 years old, and I'm suddenly feeling like a 26-year-old, because I have never, ever experienced anything that put hope before expectation in quite that way.
At the start of this contest, he was a rank outsider, but no matter who wins, Jeremy Corbyn has definitely left his mark. Peter Saull, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottingham.